it's now not for the Antonio Giovinazzi glitch. I do have a second invite, and I'm heading back into the session. Sorry that the lobby kind of died, and it seems like there's no restart, and hopefully we can hop in back into the lobby for the final runs then. I need to get the new stream up. I am sorry that we've got two different streams now. I apologise to everyone. As hopefully I should be rejoining the lobby. As we're just waiting now for the lobby to hop in. And there you go. We have just assessed and we don't have... well, as it seems like people are retiring and all that kind of malarkey. Yeah, there you go. Everything's just loading back in now as we are starting to get outlaps. As Hardy's left the session as well. As Hardy... as Alps also retired from the session, obviously because he's not set a lap time. I'm just going to check he's got an invite. As now Montana heads into the pits, ready for rotation, is out on our lap. And I'm going to quickly just hop back into the live stream so I can check the comments. And my crew says, great, a lovely one. Cool. So he has an invite. Oh. As now Hardy has rejoined the session, lovely. As now we are starting the final laps of the session. As I feel like I am in a party, but it's just very loud. The McLaren is down towards turn number 1, and I'm sorry for the black box on your screen, but it's going to be for the greater good. As now we're going to head down into the Curva Grande. Is it going to be a Grande move? No, because it's in qualifying. But anyway, down into I believe this is, I honestly couldn't tell you the Italian name, but turn number 4 and 5 chicane then, as we now head down into the second sector. As now Lesmo 1, it looks like he may have invalidated that. I'm just going to check if that's not invalidated. He's really got that to the limit, and it looks like now rotations had to slow down, and that is not invalidated, but he is very slow on that one. We're just going to put some detail on, and there you go. That's what we want. We want the fitted tyres. Everyone should be on the tyres that they want. Everyone is going to be on a lap. Well, is Hardy going to get in? Hardy is not going to get a lap in. Hardy can't get a lap in. Oh no, what a shame. Oh, so Hardy's going to be doing a last and first as well. Big lap times needed for Rocco. Big lap times needed for the Red Bull as well with Luke. As now going down towards turn number 1 we go. NSX Rocco is braking now down towards turn number 1. Takes it to third, and there you go then. Takes it round the final, the first few corners then, as he exits into the Curva Grande then. And let's have a look at this then, as now the tensions really do build up with 34 seconds left to go in the session. People are starting their laps now as Rocco, oh, he hits the gravel, which means he may be starting very low on the grid then. Rocco does not look in practice for this race. Not good for him. Hardy is completely out of it now. Lewis has got to set a good lap. He's done an 18.6. It looks like it's invalidated, so he's going to do one more lap then. Other people on lap set, so we're going to have a look. The first person to start a lap, is that going to be, that's going to be Luke, the first person to finish their lap then. So Luke coming around the final corner then with 1 second to go, and now we are, there you go, there's 3 people who can't beat their lap times. Hardy's done an 18.5, Luke with an 18.6, a good lap from him then, as that is, I think, an improvement a little bit, as also that is a Ferrari of NSX Rocco in behind, and it's an invalidation in behind. That is LR Patrick up to the line. He's got improved by 0.3 seconds. That's P8 for him. Then next to him is Menno. Menno's gone wide. McLaren into the pits, and in behind them is Iwan. Iwan, can he do anything with his lap then? Iwan up to the line. Will he be able to improve? He goes P3 with a 17.6. And then next across the line, Lewis. He hasn't set a valid lap yet. Lewis up to the line as well. Sorry, my bad, wrong person. Hardy, that is also completed lap, and Lewis has lost it. Oh no, that's tragic for Lewis. The 2 Renaults still to go then. Bullet Boy and Connor. Can they do something here? Up to the line then. Bullet Boy is going to be second to finish. Connor doesn't improve. Does Bullet Boy improve? No, he doesn't. So the only person not to complete was Lewis. Pole today goes to NSX Connor with a 1 minute 17.626. A little bit of an anticlimactic quality, but a lot of people out of position for the race then. So NSX Connor on pole then with a 17.626, followed by NSX Montana in P2, and NSX front row lockout, followed by Iwan only 3 thousandths behind. P4 goes to Mr. Pop, a very good lap from him in the 17s. D Daniel P5 just not being able to break the 18s into the 17s. Then Menno P6, P7 Bullet Boy, P8 Patrick, P9 Caladre, P10 Vapor Rotation. Apparently he bottled a 0.7. Hardy obviously setting an 18.5. Boss Wanted with an 18.6. 18.6 for Luke. And then all the others have no time because some of them are bottles and some of them have penalties and some of them joined the session late, as according to the INL rules. As Rotation says in the YouTube that he did bottle a 0.7. But now we're going to quickly... apparently someone's really happy with PL. Let's just hop in to the live stream so I can send it out, get a few more viewers potentially in the stream. Hopefully we can get a good amount of viewers, as I'm just going to send this a little bit around, as hopefully we can get a little bit more. But the thing is, we're literally up against about 7 other streams at the moment due to QVR basically stealing about 80 drivers tonight. But another 18 here right now, ready to give us a show then, as hopefully we should be good to go for a little bit, and hopefully this should be a good race. Obviously we did have the problem of just a clear weather system, so it is going to be a completely clear race. Nothing on the weather front to disturb the drivers today. Then NSX front row lockout, 18 drivers on the grid. It's going to be a good one. As and here we go then. Just going to quickly check. UBR, is that what I want? Sorry. There you go, yep. 23 viewers there. But we're going to get the viewers up here, hopefully. Hopefully a few of us will watch from D2. And everything should be Gucci. You've also got TTML to contend with as well. A lot of racing happening tonight, let's just say that. As now comes one of the pinnacle tracks in motorsport. We're doing better than all the others because we are at Monza. What a track to race at tonight then, and there should be a good amount of battling. Obviously the main people we're looking at, Justice House, Rocco, Lewis out, maybe potentially Baraka as well. Boss Wanted I know is quick, Hardy is quick as well. So many people outside the top 10 who will deserve a top 10 position then, who will get blocked, who will get popped out of that top 10 then, as one hub and FRL as well. My Jesus Christ, Friday is getting very packed very quickly, but it seems like at the moment it's all good in terms of viewers. We've got a decent amount of viewers right now. I'm just thinking right there in a room with me, and 7 feels like quite a lot of people when you think about that. But hopefully we should gain more viewers on a Friday, and the start of the weekend starts now then. 8:30 UK time. We're going to get this race underway. About a 40-minute race. We've done about 9:10, and we'll be ready to go then. So NSX Connor lines up in P1. P2 goes to Montana. P3 Iwan. What can he do? Can he disturb the NSX boys? Mr. Pop in P4. P5 D Daniel. P6 Menno. P7 Bullet Boy. P8 Patrick. P9 Caladre. P10 Rotation, followed by Harley. Boss Wanted. Luke out. Baraka. Lewis, Rocco and Justice Ass. We're now just waiting for the lights to appear then. Here we go then. We're going to wait for the first light to see what Connor sees. Then we go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights at Monza. And it's lights out and away we go for the Italian Grand Prix then in Intelligence Racing League, as we now go down towards turn number 1. Montana is side by side with Connor, and it's 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. It's like Noah's Ark down there, and it seems like there's a lot of action in the midfield. Still 2 by 2. And I'm just checking, everything seems very clean right now, as everyone is very much abiding to the 2x2 rule. And it seems like not many position changes right now, but it seems like Patrick is past Boss Wanted. Any other movement at the back? It seems like up at front, Mr. Pop and Iwan are going side by side, and it seems like everyone's got through pretty cleanly. Menno got down, hit the gravel on in turn number 4 and 5 then, as rotation up the inside of Menno then to get that P7 as well. Then is still side by side out of it, and now flying down out of Lesmo 2 they all go. And right on board with rotation now, has made a good start to this race then. Who else is looking for a move? I see a 14-year in behind. Also an Alpha Tauri looking very, very racy here today then. As we now fly through, Connor's got a 7/10 gap to Montana already. But at the moment, who else has got a good run? Menno trying to get that position back. That he lost Hardy, losing a position to Luke, potentially a bad Ascari. But now Luke runs a little bit wide. Is Luke entering the pits? I don't know. It seems like Luke is entering the pits. No, he's not. He's just getting that inside line as they go side by side. 3 wide now. 3 wide action with Rocco. Rocco as well heading up now towards turn number 1. Then there's a lot of issues here right now. Hopefully they can all be sorted. Baraka seems to have got damaged that one. Don't look at these timings. These timings are not right. I can assure you that then. It's such a clean start for the guys today as Connor leads the way on lap 1 then into lap 2 then, and it seems like everything's getting a little bit feisty in the midfield, but that's what you expect as we see so many drivers in the background slicing and dicing it out, as we've got one person in the pits already, and that was Baraka, but everyone else seems to have a front wing intact as we now go through Lesmo 2, and everyone taking that pretty perfectly at the moment as we see Baraka heading out of the pits with a clean front wing now. There we go, the order back on our screens that it should be, and here we go then down towards the Paramonica for the 3rd time already today then. The laps just fly by, especially with the action as well. Rocco looks like he's right on the back of Boss Wanted. That is a graphic which is definitely wrong, as he's definitely not that close to the back of the Williams in ahead of him. Hopefully we can get the timing sorted out at the end of this lap. There's Montana, that's the fast up in the race, closing in the gap to NSX. Connor then ahead of him. Montana obviously not having the best display out at Belgium, but hopefully tonight he will be able to improve on that then, as we now dive down into the next lap we go then. It seems like Alp has lost a lot of time. I'm not sure if he's lost a front wing. Yes, that is a bit of front wing loss there for Ethan and Alp. Gone from bad to worse for him in a couple of weeks then. Justice Sass not being able to make any moves so far. One thing to really look at. Also, rotation already picking up a 5-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. That will be served surely in the box then. So that is a real massive disaster for rotation there then. Oh no, what a shame for the McLaren driver. You won't be able to get that removed. Obviously, I think that's removed in the pit lane. But anyway, things to mention. Rocco making up the most positions so far, making up 5 positions so far. As we see a Red Bull trying to get closer to the back of Hardy, but not really materialising at the moment. Seems like we've got a top 3 at the moment as we head towards lap 4. Obviously now there is DRS enabled then at the end of lap 3, and that top 3 is Connor, Montana and Iwan. I don't know, but it seems like Mr. Pop has really backed off now from that pack then. We see D Daniel in behind as well. Closest gap at the moment seems to be between Luke and XL Hardy, as Luke is looking to get a move done. As we now have a look at the telemetry, he's got that overtake enabled and down towards turn number 1 then. They're still going side by side, taking a wide line, and he's going to go onto the gravel. Oh no, that is not good for him. He's lost another position to Lewis there. Lewis is able to get past him. There's that Justice Up as well. Oh, what a poor show there from Luke, trying to get the move done around the outside, and he's pulled down towards 16th. Iwan. Okay, I think it's Iwan, isn't it? Okay, but anyway, lads, I'm already out of water. This is not good, and we're only on lap 4 of 27. Not even a quarter of this race done yet. As a rotation trying to close up at the moment. It's all just very tandem at the moment. Everyone's just on a line. Everyone's just flying through. As we now head down towards Ascari for another time. Ascari, a corner where a lot of people could get kicked out a lot here, as Luke tries to hold on to the back of the pack then. Alp also with that front wing damage, obviously just trying to hold on, but obviously he's going to lose time in the process. Connor almost getting a second on Montana now. Connor really flying away with this as he heads down into turn number 1 then. Montana obviously is not a slow driver as Rocco seems to have got past another driver now as we go side by side up ahead as well between D. Daniel and Bullet Boy. Bullet Boy trying to get past but couldn't this time around. D. Daniel using a lot more overtake than Bullet Boy to get away from the Renault driver. Bullet Boy doing a good job of saving that EOS and using it wisely. Obviously, I believe the winner last time out. I think so. I think he did, yeah. I think he won last time out, obviously due to that safety car infringement. Alp has seen to pit. Alp has pitted onto the hard tyres and they'll go to the end of the race. Hard's probably not the most viable option around here, but Alp is trying it out. As now Bullet Boy gets closer to the back. I'm just looking at gaps at the moment, the closest gap at the moment. Oh my jeez, Mr. Pop is off though. A massive lag spike for me there, but Mr. Pop has gone off at Ascari. I told you that it was going to be a big incident, and look at that, talking about big incidents at Ascari, NSX Rocco has lost it at Ascari, and you can see right there, if we look back, you would have been able to see for a split second, NSX Rocco, oh, losing it at Ascari. He was flying through the pack, he was, as Alp has got a drive-through penalty. Oh, his base is going even worse now. Oh no! Oh, it's all over for Alp. Alp it's just gone down the drain. There's a lot of people. I assume the soft runners are pitting onto the medians, but the boy can't pit though. Kind of won last time. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Understood. Thank you very much for that. The crew didn't check the steward's report. Stupid than me, I know. So Connor actually won last time out, and Connor has got a good pit stop there. Montana in P6. On the hards. That's an interesting choice. Does Montana think the mediums can't go the distance, or that's actually very interesting to see. Maku, get some of the D2 boys in here. As it seems like now this safety car is going to neutralise everything. As Alp can catch up, but obviously he's now got that drive-through, so he's going to be very annoyed. Baraka onto the softs. Not sure if that's the best move, mate. But he's onto the softs now. And obviously the people on the mediums have been kind of screwed here at the moment. So while they are getting screwed, as I ride on board with Bullet Boy, I'm going to go quickly fill up my water once again with this very nice interlude. I'll be back in 1 second. Thank you for the 2 people who have just joined. I'll be back in about half a minute with some more action as the safety car is running these drivers around for 1 or 2 more laps then. I'll see you in a second. Back in the room, ladies and gents. Seems like Alp has closed up to the back of the pack now. And now getting ready for absolute chaos. As a lot of people, well, it's a difference in strategy. Bullet Boy has chosen not to pit. Not sure what he's hoping for now, but obviously the safety car blessed him last time, so I guess this time is a time for him not to be blessed. As I assume he's just going a late. He's just hoping that the safety car comes in soon. So these guys have to do a lot of laps on the mediums if they're on the mediums. A lot of people choosing hards, which is an interesting, but I'd say I feel like you'd probably take the mediums from here. So I feel like out of everyone so far, I think Irwan is going to have the best chance of winning here then. Obviously you're not going to take a lot of life out of your tyres this early on in the race. So I think Irwan's made a very good decision. And the question is, are those tyres going to blow up on the last lap? That could be an issue for Irwan. He's taken a gamble, unlike everyone else. Menno as well taking a gamble. Didn't see that one. Menno on the mediums as well then. Mediums and Menno. As they head now through Lesmo 2. Everyone knows the other name for it, but I probably can't say that on the stream, so it's why it's all known as Lesmo 2, and not another name with the ending Bian. But this is going to be really interesting. Are Bullet Boy's tyres going to be dead by the end of this? The safety car is in this lap. Bullet Boy becomes the safety car of choice as we now head on. Menno, Connor, and Iwan taking a risk. Yes, Connor as well on the mediums. My bad, did not mention Connor. Obviously, Connor on those mediums. Montana on the hards. Montana playing it safe, but it could come to hurt him, but it could come to save him at the end of this race. And as now, Bullet Boy is weaving, not like Kimi Räikkönen, obviously, because Kimi Räikkönen does not do any of that. But anyway, we're out in the final corner now. When does he go? He's gone, ladies and gents. Oh my! What a scare for Bullet Boy is now. Surely Boss Wanted will get through. What a scare from the Renault. Oh, that was a Code Brown moment, surely, for Bullet Boys. They're now going side by side down towards turn 1. Bullet Boy, to have any chance of scoring any points, needs to get away from these medium runners of Boss Wanted, Hardy and Justice Ad. But my goodness, that would have been scary coming out of Power Monica with cold tyres. Bullet Boy really clutching at strings there. Tokyo drifting, as McCrew says, and I can assure you it definitely was. As right now, look at that, it's Justice Out trying to get past Hardy, and it's seeming like at the moment it's not working. Baraka has got past SMM out then. Just looking at other gaps, close gaps at the moment are between Connor and Justice House. Connor obviously on the new mediums. He's just going to hold him behind. He knows he's the leading car. And look at that. He's got a better run out of Lesmo 2 then. Justice House is there. Is this the best place to overtake? I'm not sure. I feel like he's gone for this. Oh, no, hang on. What's happening here? Oh, hello. No, Connor's round. Connor's gone for the move and he's round. Oh, and he's reset to track as well. Oh, no, that's going to be scary for everyone else. But Connor with front wing damage, which means that as now Luke is getting past Connor and rotation is losing a position to Menno, that Montana is now your provisional leader of this race. Oh my, a lot is happening in a lap then. Bullet Boy still leading the race then on those soft compound tyres as now Sabino in the chair. Oh no, he's done a Spinella but in the wrong car as Hardy gets a 3-second time penalty for warnings, probably coming through turn 1 and 2 then. As 2 more people into the pits, obviously Connor for a front wing change out for the drive-through. As we know what those 2 will be wanting for the rest of the session then. For excuse me, another safety car then. Justice has picking up a 3-second time penalty as well. Probably just ill practice those 2. As obviously they've just Hardy has had apparently 2 practice laps, and Justice has coming just from one race to go in another. As oh god, hang on, where's he from? I've completely forgot where Justice is from. Oh, for God's sake. It's going to really annoy me now. Oh, God. I won't be able to tell you off the top of my head. As look at that. Justice has pulls over. He's not pulling over. Oh, sorry a second there, lads. He's not pulling over. He's just braking the slipstream. My bad. As it seems like he's just got out of DRS as well from Hardy. Not a good lap for Justice until getting a 3-second time penalty. Just to confirm. Oh, yeah, DRS hasn't even been enabled yet, but he's just out of that 1-second gap now. So this is where it gets spicy, as Bullet Boy will be trying to carry those tyres as long as possible. And, oh, there you go. Round turn number 1 he goes. And trying to escape Boss Wanted. It's just not happening at the moment. Lithuania, thank you very much, Jav. Much appreciated. I knew it's on the same nationality as Asbest, but I completely forgot what it was called. Thank you very much for that. As now it looks like Iwan is trying to make a pounce on Montana. Obviously, when coming up against people to race against and overtake for the lead, I think the person that you don't want to come up against is Montana. Like, he's winning championships left, right and centre, and he just goes into leagues and wins championships apparently just for fun. So Iwan has definitely got a person to come up against at the moment in Montana, one of the most prestigious league races on PlayStation at the moment. And Iwan is going to make it hard for himself. And at the moment, on those medium tyres, is really pushing the car to the limit. Obviously, these are the first few laps are the most vital laps for him to make a gap, as Montana will come back at the end of the race then. Is he breaking a gap to D. Daniel? He hasn't broken a second yet. D. Daniel, look at him with a lot of overtake compared to Iwan. But it seems like Iwan is trying to get the move done quickly then, as he's using all that EOS. Montana's using a bit to defend then, as it seems like Boss Wanted. Oh yeah, as Bullet Boy enters the pits then. Sorry, I did not see that. Bullet Boy exiting the pits now, right down the last place, and Hardy takes the lead of the race. On Boss Wanted, I believe, actually, yeah. He's overtaken Boss Wanted. So Hardy now in that P1 position then, flying down towards turn number 4 and 5 then, with the most hideous angle on a racing car, as we now head through Lesmo 1 and 2 for the 2 Williams powered engines, followed by Justice Us, and then Montana in the Ferrari powered engine, followed by Ferrari engine 2 of Iwan. Obviously in real life, Alfa Romeo using I believe at some point they were using last year's spec Ferrari engines, but obviously Ferrari engines this last year and potentially this year are pretty shocking. So Iwan obviously holding on to the back of Montana, not sure what he can do at the moment. Obviously Montana's still in that DRS train, so I think the best thing for him would be to stay behind until these mediums runners come into the pits then. Obviously that's lap 17, so it's another 7 laps. Can he hold on and preserve those tyres for 7 more laps and then get the most out of them? Who knows? Letting them out. Picking up a 3 second penalty as well to add to his woes today, as it looks like now. Look at that. Round the outside. Justice is trying to go, and look at that. Is that a touch from Montana? Seems like it. Montana now out of position here then, and now look how close Iwan is to the back. It's going to be side by side surely coming down. Look at this, Justice Us also getting involved. It's Justice Us and Montana and Iwan. It's an Alfa Romeo sandwich right now. Can Iwan get past right now? No, he's not. He's going to have to stay in behind this time around. Meanwhile, in behind Baraka on those softs, getting through the pack quickly, and I'm not sure what his strategy here today is, gents, as it seems like Baraka is just doing a dash for glory, and then we'll fall back to the back of the pack, because it's not the best idea for Baraka. But now on those soft tyres he goes, and surely that'll be a move from Lewis. Got to keep an eye on this Iwan battle as well. Gap is growing, so it's okay there right now. Baraka versus Lewis. Lewis will need to hold on to this train. Baraka around the outside. Late move from him, but it's not going to be enough as Lewis goes wide. Lewis is off the track. Oh my. That was a voice break and a half from me there. As now looking at the Iwan gap, it's only a 10th of a second. Down towards turn number 1 they go. And Iwan goes down the inside. Montana's on the inside for turn 2. Makes a switchback move. Will it happen? They're both on the same amount of EOS. They're both D-rating at this point in time. Iwan is really trying to use all of it now, and it seems like it's not going to be used effectively, as now down into turn number 4 and 5. It seems like Iwan is going to have to stick behind for another lap. And now on the back is now D. Daniel and Mr. Pop. Mr. Pop is getting interested now with his 81% EOS. Obviously fluctuating through the corners, but Mr. Pop at the moment is in a very good position for a podium here today. A lot of EOS on this side. So does D. Daniel. Both of them have saved off a lot here, and potentially could pounce on Iwan. And once his tyres get old, a little bit of a slide through the Ascari chicane there. But obviously with Connor out of this, there's one more position on the podium up for grabs then. Now round the Parabolica we go then, as it seems like Mr. Pop may have had a better run than D. Daniel out of the corner, looking for gaps at the moment. Mr. Pop has got the shortest gap, except for Boss Wanted, who's now side by side with Hardy for the provisional, for the lead at the moment, but not provisional lead after pit stops. But look at that. A move for Boss Wanted, a simple move down the straight, and Boss Wanted now up into P1 and leading this race for the time being. He's got some laps in the lead. Data coming in now then, hopefully for him, as Boss Wanted now tries to fly away from Hardy. It's not an easy person to just fly away from though. Hardy, a very, I would say an inexperienced driver on the wheel, but look at that. There you go, showing that he's got experience somehow with probably a lot of practice and a lot of practice races with Excel. And he's just got himself back up into that P1 position. Say no to Boss Wanted. Hardy wants it bad, but Boss Wanted is looking for it once again with the DRS active, and he's just going to stay in behind 4 now. As those mediums are probably not even at their worst yet because of the 3 laps underneath the safety car. They've probably got until probably lap 18, 19 until they're really dying. But at the moment, the train is still holding strong. It's now Iwan. Seems like he's got another chance to pass the provisional race leader in NSX Montana then. He's using that ERS now. He's still using it down the pit straight then. Iwan getting closer to the back of Montana then. Also, Mr. Pop very close to D. Daniel. And LR Patrick also very close. It's so close in this mid-pack. And look at this, Iwan. And Montana. Boss wants to get a penalty. And is that? Yes, it is. It's Iwan getting past Montana for provisional lead of the race then. And Boss wants it. Loses another position as well then. Oh my, look at this, Montana. Trying to get Iwan down into turn number 4 and 5. Iwan's still there, running with D. Daniel. D. Daniel could do something here. Is he going to get past Montana? This crash in the background. That's LR Patrick. LR Patrick is off. And is that another? No, that's not another car collector, but LR Patrick has lost it as well. Chaos in the midfield there. And they're still side by side between D. Daniel and Montana. D. Daniel gets past now. And Montana, in the space of a sector, has lost 2 positions. And oh no, is this a downfall now, Montana? And look at this now, Mr. Pop is looking very feisty on Montana as well. Montana's lap 15 has been absolutely shocking. He's trying to hold on to the back of D. Daniel. And oh my, with the lack of VRS, he's gone down 3 positions in the lap, guys. And he's, oh my god, the tyres are dying for him as well. As now it seems like that is just as I'm entering the pit centres now. Oh wow, what a lap that was. Lap 15, go and have a look at it. But lap 16 could be as good as well. And side-by-side action now happening. Menno trying to go on the inside, and Barak is round. Baraka is round. And oh no, the dream is over. LR Patrick's retired to the pit lane as well. Just heads out of the pits, and my goodness, this has got very interesting very quickly. As Menno now on the back of Lewis. Not this time around. My goodness me, it's got interesting very quickly. That lap 15 is something to remember. And I'm going to go quickly get a drink of water. NSX kind of picking up a 3-second time penalty. But he is at the back of the race right now. So it doesn't really mean much for him. My goodness, what a lap that was to commentate. But now, on to the next 11 laps to go. Only 11 laps to go, ladies and gents. This race has gone very quick. As now, Menno closing as now Hardy and Boss Wanted exchange the positions. And it seems like now Iwan is trying to get past Hardy for P2 then in this race. And side by side, and Iwan is now passing into P2 and extending his lead out front. Then it's D. Daniel now in P2 and Mr. Pop in P2. Mr. Pop in P3, excuse me. As the 2 medium runners head into the pits. That has is so insane. Thanks for crashing me. I believe that could have been a Baraka incident then, as he's the only Haas on the grid at the moment then. So LR Patrick blaming Baraka for that incident. And now they head through the next few corners. It looks like Menno has got to move on vapor rotation. They're going side by side through Curva Grande, still side by side. And it seems like rotation. Oh no, is that rotation? Yeah, it is rotation. Round the outside, and Menno on the hard compound tyre. Very good move, as now Menno holding in. 10 laps to go in this race, and it's still up for grabs. Iwan, will his tyres die out by the end of the race then? We just don't know in the moment. As now heading through, Mr. Pop gets a 3-second time penalties. We just literally spectated it. As now heading onto the straight for another time then, and just looking around, and ready we are then. for the next lap. And looks like Mr. Pop is going to try and get closer. As now it doesn't look like... oh my god, what was that there? As looks like Mr. Pop had a little bit of a gear failure there. As Menno tries to go round the outside of rotation, and Menno and rotation having a very good battle right now for that P6 as rotation trying to hold on with all his might then, as he now heads down towards the next few corners. They're breaking now down into turn number 4. He goes side by side still with rotation, and rotation holds out on the outside probably being the better line for now. That is now flying through Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2 then will be able to get through. Oh, rotation runs a little bit wide through the next few corners then, and now look at this, look at the DRS. Oh, the DRS effect is coming strong now for Menno. As Menno now side by side rotation and past rotation up into P6 then for him. Can he push on with those mediums? And he's got to close up 3 seconds to get anywhere closer to the infamous top 5 then. Mr. Pop obviously without penalty. Menno could jump up a position if he can close up. Oh my, Mr. Pop is, oh my, Mr. Pop put on the overtake way too early, and into the pits he goes. So Menno now is, funny enough, reached the top 5 with Mr. Pop having an incident there, turning on the EOS too early, and I'm surprised a wheel didn't go off there, to be perfectly honest with you. That would have been absolutely amazing for the likes of Justice Ass, who was on 2-lap old softs. Everyone would have gone on to the softs and he would have been out in front. But not to be today then for the drivers. Mr. Pop somehow survives that incident and somehow survives the safety car coming out there. Almost Charles Leclerc-esque. But obviously a little bit further on in the race. A lot of people bottling the race right now. But out in front, Menno, followed by D. Daniel, followed by Montana, followed by Lewis. Lewis having a very good race actually. Just have a look real quick. If I'm not wrong, 12 positions, ladies and gents. 12. That is absolutely unreal from Lewis right now, as he now heads down into the Ascari chicane, as he's definitely going to be the games driver of the day if he stays as he is right now. And now heading down into the final corner of Parabolica. And now onto lap number 20, as it is starting it now. As we're now heading through the next few corners, and it seems like rotation and Menno having another battle. As now it seems like everything's a little bit calming down, but out front is looking as spicy as ever then, as we now head down. And look at this, we've got another comment on the stream. What is this comment? As wouldn't be surprised if Lewis gets penalised for punting Baraka though. Very good point. As we now head through D. Daniel, Montana, as now Montana getting closer. Montana now down into the next few corners then. As now getting closer to the back of as Boss Wanted actually is very close as well. As now heading down into the next lap then, rotation closing up to the back of Mallow. Sorry for the little pause right now, but now look at that, also in behind. I think that's Bullet Boy overtaking Lucas now side by side. We're just on board with this first, and now Bullet Boy has got past Luke down towards the next corner then, as Lewis closing up to the back of Montana then. Question is, this would be a really good thing if we had the SAT system, but obviously we don't. As now some Menno and rotation still in this ridiculous battle at the moment. Fair play to the both of them. Obviously Menno on the mediums. Rotation on the hards. But Iwan, will he be able to extend his tyres to lap 20 for his tyres then? That is going to be a massive ask for him then. He's got a lot of EOS though. So does everyone in the top 4, to be fair. So Lewis really needs to benefit from this a lot. Can Lewis close up to the back then? So we see Boss Quantity quite close as well. We see Menno very close to rotation. This battle is still going on then. As now Menno closing up to the back of rotation then. DRS is enabled. And look at that. Easy move there for Menno. And it seems like they're almost using each other as now Caladre is closing up. A freeway fight before you know it. Up in front though seems to be pretty static as now look at that. Rotation back past Menno. They're still side by side. Rotation now gets ahead for the Curva Grande. And these two are having a battle of their life right now. My jeez. Yes, optimistic. Yeah, bad from the Baraka. Good point there. As now heading through, and it seems like now rotation has got a very good run. And is that Boss Wanted? Boss Wanted must have lost it. Boss Wanted lost it through the chicane. Has let XL Hardy through then. Hardy basically about 6 seconds off the train then. So Hardy closing up. Will he be able to do that quick enough? He's obviously on those softs which are much quicker. But out in front, this is the main battle. Out on track. Iwan, followed by D. Daniel, followed by Montana. Followed by Lewis at 7/10 in behind as well. Who's going to be out on top tonight then? We just don't know. Iwan though. Just holding off. He's got to hold off for 4 more laps. Well, basically 5, but we're going to say 4 for his hope. 4 more laps. We don't see any graining, obviously, because this is a game. But I can assure you there's a lot of graining on that tyre right now. As Justice has got past Luke for that P9 right now. Just going to look at penalties. Justice on a 3 as look at that. Out now. Overtaken by Baraka. Baraka on those softs. Closing back up, but Baraka does have a lot of penalties to his name then. So Luke got 3 seconds. Justice has 3 seconds. Vapor got a 3 second as well then. Mr. Pop is right in the back of NSX Connor's rotation, just picked up another 3 second penalty, and now NSX Connor losing a position to Mr. Pop, who is flying right now on those soft tyres. Fastest up at the moment. Hang on, give me a sec. At the moment goes to Mr. Pop, so yes, he is 100% flying on those tyres then. Right at the front though, NSX Montana as they come down towards the Parabolica. Only 2 tenths behind D. Daniel. These top 3 will be going to the end of the race now. In terms of, Montana putting on the overtake a little bit too early. There's now Bullet Boy is now past Caladre, and Bullet Boy is right on this battle as well then. It's going to be made a 4-way battle then. Is now out, picks up a time penalty. So does Menno. Menno picks up a time penalty. Is now side by side. It's 2 by 2 like it was on lap 1 between 4 cars. And round the outside, Vapor gets P5, Mello P6, P7 is Bullet Boys in the moment, and P8 is Caladre. Will it be the same by the end of the lap? We just don't know. Out going into the pits, I shoot for the fastest lap now then. Montana out front though, D. Daniel and Iwan. Iwan somehow holding on. He's got 4 more laps now. So hold on, 3 and a bit more laps. Will his tyres die out, or will this be the choice of dreams to go on the mediums? And are they going to hold out long enough? D. Daniel, he's got a lot of EOS to play with. So does Iwan. They're basically the same on EOS right now. Bullet Boy gets past Menno. Menno, he's going to try again on Bullet Boy around the outside. This is going to be an audacious move from the racing point around the outside. Blocks up and goes into the gravel. Menno straight on. Will that be a penalty? It won't be. Oh my! That will probably be a penalty removed for Justice as he evades Menno. Menno may get a little penalty for that one, as Justice probably had a Cody Brown there. My goodness, that was close. As Connor picks up a time penalty as well, but he's down in P15. It probably won't matter. Anyway, Montana and D. Daniel getting very close to Iwan now. Iwan, you can see the little bit of graining now on his rears. So there is graining on this game. As now Bullet Boy is now past rotation. flying through the pack. Three-way battle just made simpler for Bullet Boy as Connor picks up a 5-second penalty, speeding in the pit lane, and he's going for the fastest lap as well. This is out, and Connor are out to go and beat Mr. Pop's fastest lap at the moment. Then, if you now fly down, rotation on the back of Bullet Boy. Bullet Boy should be able to just fly away on the younger tyres then. So now the big battle out of our hands is who's going to take that P1 then. They're all so very close. 4 drivers still in it. None of them with a penalty to their name. D. Daniel right on the back of Iwan. You have to slow down. Remember, there's a lot of dirty air around here as well. Iwan seems to have a good line out of turn number Ascari. And down towards the path. I think it's just going to be an Danny, but it seems like at the moment, will he be able to? I think he's going to try for it this lap. He's going to go very close. He's going to go down the inside this time. No, he's going to have to hold off this time. It's D. Daniel. When will he pounce? He knows the mediums are getting old. Up front for Iwan. Predictions now in the chat, lads, if you're here. Who is going to come out on top here today? Then there's a side-by-side action between Justice S and Caladre. Justice S gets squeezed out for now, but he's going to have another chance as well. Boss wanted on the back of Luco 5 HD as well then. Just looking at gaps at the moment. This is the closest one on track at the moment. Luke seems like he's going to hold on at the moment. As we've got a prediction in the comments, that's out. Closes in and it gets a fast lap of the race with a 19-1 there. Good lap from him there. As rotation, and look at this, Lewis on the back of Montana. Lewis is doing it into Ascari then, side by side and ahead. Lewis now is of Montana. Great move by Lewis to get himself onto the podium now. As Montana now down in P4. Everyone will hold Montana, will try and send it apparently according to Jab. And apparently my internet is not strong enough to broadcast, but it is, I can assure you that. As now, onto the final lap of this race then. Who is going to finish this race in P1 then? D. Daniel. Is he going to get it on Iwan? It's going to be so close by the end of this race then. D. Daniel having to make late lunges now. Lewis as well closing in. Can Iwan's tyres hold on for one more lap? And now D. Daniel, we're really pushing now. He's not using any of his overtake here. So it seems like Iwan is safe. But here, where did Lewis come from? He came from the back of the grid and somehow he's got his way back up here. But Lewis now P3 at the moment. What a race from him so far today then. Caladre picks up a penalty. And it seems like Iwan could hold on to this now. My goodness me, NSX Connor getting a fastest up as well then. This is D. Daniel's only chance realistically, except for the back straight now, to get a move done on Iwan, and it's not happening. He's going to have the run of his life now. He's going to have the run of his life right now. He's got the ERS, but no! Iwan's got the same amount of ERS. He's going to be so close. Down towards Paramonica for the lead of the race at the final corner. Who's going to get it? It looks like, oh my god, D. Daniel's got this. D. Daniel's got it on the final corner of the race. He's got him. Iwan is going to be gutted. And now onto the line, D. Daniel gets the win. P2 is Iwan's P3. Lewis P4 Montana. P5 goes to Bullet Boy. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. Then Caladre, Justice, Menno, rotation, Luke, Hardy. Oh my god, that was close. Boss wanted, Baraka. Mr. Pop, Beast Boss wanted, and Baraka out and oh my Jesus Christ. Wow. At the final corner of the final lap, Iwan's race has been stolen away from him by D. Daniel. What a final few laps of that race that was. D. Daniel in the Pink Panther. Cantone with the win. My voice is dead once again. Lewis with the driver of the day. I've got to give Lewis the driver of the day as well. What a race from him to get himself onto the podium, overtaking Montana with a few laps to go. And now for the best podium in Formula 1. D. Daniel takes the top spot and wins here in Monza. There's a Fosi sad that they didn't see an Italian car win, but they'll be happy that they saw a very good race from the INL D1 lads. My goodness me, what a race. Woo! My voice needs to recover, lads, and I don't think it can. But anyway, D. Daniel comes out with a win from 2/10 to VR Iwan. He's going to be absolutely gutted by that. P3 Lewis, what a race from him. P4 goes to Montana. P5 is Bullet Boys. P6 goes to Caladre. P7 Just Us. P8 Mellow. P9 Rotation. And P10 goes to Luke 05 HD. P11 for Harley. P12 for Mr. Pop, who had that incident. P13 Boss Wanted. P14 Baraka. P15 Alp. P16 NSX Connor. Pulse last for him. Not too good. And then LR Patrick and NSX Rocco did retire from the race then, as now we just need to give the drivers a very interesting race. Hopefully we can get D. Daniel in the party. We'll send him an invite via this real quick. Ewan, oh, I'm now setting up a party with D. Daniel. Then I'm just gonna have to add players onto this. VR Ewan and Lewis. Give me a second. Just gonna invite all three of them, and then we'll get them in for some interviews. And then final is Lewis. We've invited all three of them to a party. Hopefully some of them can join. D. Daniel, Lewis and Ewan. So meanwhile we'll just hop in, and what a race that was. My voice, as you can see, is a little bit dead after that one, as I'm just going to head. Who do I want? Oh, excuse me. There you go. Got to get D. Daniel at out Iwan and Lewis. Let's see if any of them are joining. There is in a VAR Iwan. Hello, and there is D. Daniel. Wonder if Lewis will join, or if he's too busy practicing. Oh, okay, what? Make your voice always loud and all that kind of stuff. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, did it.
Lovely.
Nice.
Oh my Jesus Christ. Let's see if Lewis is going to join the goddamn party, as Jav tells him. And I think, do we go bottom up? Do we go third, second, first, or first, second, third? Any Lewis is not joining the interview. So who wants to start? Who volunteers as tribute?
I don't care.
Okay. We'll go with Iwan first, and then you after Daniel. So Iwan, obviously, oh my.
Oh, well, so good at it.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely gutted, obviously, between you two guys, actually. So, oh god, there's going to be a little bit of tension on the podium as as a final lap overtake. You nursed those tyres so well. Oh, my first question. Dead. Yeah, what were they on? What percentage?
I think around 84, 85.
Oh,
I saved them really good, because I pitted lap 6 and safety car in lap 8, I think. So I saved them so good.
Wow.
But
yeah, not with my luck of getting a puncture at 75%, I would have been last if I was you right now. But well done on the P2. Obviously holding up. You got to think about this. Whenever, like, even if you do come P2, you just held up Daniel, Lewis, and Montana. That's a pretty good achievement. And your qualifying as well was very good. Obviously making the strategy cool. Obviously to go onto the mediums was. Why didn't you go?
That was the wrong decision.
Why?
I think.
You think that was the wrong decision? Do you think you would have got more pace on the hards? What was going through your mind as the safety car came out?
The safety car came out. I saw Connor and Montana pitting, so I thought I'll pit as well. And then I was really debating to go with medium or hards, but I couldn't really see where Montana did go on. But I saw that Connor did go on the medium, so I just followed him and because he was a race leader, so I thought he knows what he's doing. So I will go with the mediums too, but I think I held on really well.
Yeah, to get past Montana as well mid-race. That was a interesting battle. Obviously, you tried quite a few times. I saw the EOS going on, trying to get past him, but sadly, there was a lot of chances where you could have done. And
you're lagging.
Oh, am I? Oh, am I back to normal now?
I think so. Yes.
Okay, sorry, my apologies there. Where did I die?
Just
that was an interesting battle.
Oh yeah, interesting battle between you and Montana in the midfield, and yeah, obviously getting past was probably the main priority for you. Then holding out in the lead for as long as possible. What was going through your head with a few laps to go then?
Well, that overtake on Montana I didn't even expect, because I was quite a way back, but we had traffic in front, so he needed to brake early, so I just dived up the inside. And those last few laps, like, me and Daniel were in a party, but we had a plan just to hold them up, but Daniel just had way more ERS on the last straight, so I couldn't defend it, and if I pushed hard, maybe I got a puncture mid-parabolica, so I wasn't risking it, and yeah, just unfortunate that I could have got the win, but I am really happy with the podium, because I really didn't expect this.
It's consistency, and consistency gets you championships. So well done on that one then. As now the robbery of the century, D Daniel. Final corner, final lap. Was it Did you plan it to go that way?
No.
No.
I planned to go on the start-finish straight, but didn't really work because I was using a lot of ERS, so I couldn't get past. But yeah, just out of nowhere, I thought, let's go full send it.
Fair play, and it got you the win. So taking Ayrton Senna's quote and using it quite well there. There was a little bit of a gap. Somehow you squeezed through, and you got the win there. How was your race in general? Give me a little like a little summary of your race.
Yeah, in the beginning of the race was a little bit struggling, but in the middle I was getting in my rhythm because I have blinds out for few weeks now and still need to learn it, and this is my first win with blinds out too, so pretty happy with it. And at the end of the race I was just waiting for Owen to make a mistake, which he didn't, but at the end I could get him.
Yeah, it was a intense battle, and if you look back on stream, I may have lost my voice about 7 times in the last lap.
Nice.
But yeah, so I don't know if it's actually audible or not on the final lap, but you made me lose my voice for the night. Make sure you're happy. Are you happy with that? Anyway. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, one way I'm gutted, but I'm happy for Daniel and happy that I got P2.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say it's Dutch 1-2. It can't be much better than that.
Yeah.
And anyway, on that note, I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Thank you for the two of you for heading onto the podium. Obviously, your podium went today. D Daniel, Irwan, and then Lewis, who is apparently doing something else, but we already know that he's probably practicing for the GT Sport race in 10 minutes. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'm Splag, and goodbye.